pretty good. So
Okay.
the cool thing with this is you don't have to be close at all. You can move it, and don't worry about holding up here. You can hold it down here, wherever
Oh,
it's
I gotta
comfortable.
hold it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be the one speaking. They're gonna hear from you. I'm just gonna be the guy asking the question, but they're gonna hear from you. And so I'm totally useless in this whole. I'm just the guy with the camera. That's
Yeah, I
my
mean,
my
but
story doesn't mean shit.
yeah, yeah. I mean, were you caught up down here in Skid Row or what? Did you never came down here?
Yeah, I ride by here all the time, all the time. Right. All right, test test.
Test, test.
All right, you hold that,
Okay.
and then move over. All right, yep, that's perfect. All right, so here's how we'll start.
Okay.
Where are we right now?
Los Angeles, California.
And what's the building that we're standing next to?
U.S. Federal Courthouse.
What's the case that's going on right now?
No, I gotta hold on. People of hold on. The people of Los Angeles versus Lhasa,
Yeah.
maybe. I guess.
And what's it generally about? Is it about housing? Is it about homelessness? What is it about?
Homelessness. Both.
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 And why did you show up here today at the court building?
I showed up here today because I'm a victim of what's going on here. They could have done something about it, but they didn't. You know, um, let me try that again. Let me try that
Did
again.
you ever get yourself enrolled? Were you ever enrolled in any of the programs that they were saying they offered?
Um, Not really, I would say, because as soon as I got in, I remember the last time I was in one. I was there 3 days, and that was it. I was back out on the streets. Um, it's like a revolving door. They send you one place, they don't have anything for you. They send you another place, they don't have anything for you. One time they even put us in it was temporary like housing or whatever for like 3 days, and after that 3 days we were back out on the street. But this time they gave us a referral, and the referral was to a youth shelter, and it was like you had to sleep on the streets that night. So
And who are the people that are telling you all the info? Like how is somebody actually reaching out to you and telling you all this?
what's going on?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
okay. Actually, it's all with the shelter system. Like I said, you go to these places, you go to the unions, you go to the midnight, you go to JWCH, you go to you go to the wine guard. They tell you all the same thing, but you never get anything out of it. It seems like sometimes they only want you to come in it office because it helps them keep their job. You know, because if you keep coming in, then you keep getting a paycheck. So
And when you go to any of these shelters, do they ask you anything about how you got in your situation today? What do they do? Do they just give you?
some of them may not. Some of them may give you a referral. Some of them may not. What they ask you for, this is number one thing they ask you for: ID and social security card, because that way they got your information. And I even heard the other day that what's going on right now, they've been selling our information. They've opened up fake insurance policies in your name. They had my ID was they had my ID and my social security card, but somehow, some way, somebody in Utah ended up with my information, and I never been to Utah, you know, and I just happened to find out because I had got my ID ran one time out because I was stopped by the LAPD, and it's like they're on the same wavelength because um, they how can I put this? This is the best way I can put this. They were supposed to be helping us, but they helped the police department victimize us. You know, the money that they were supposed to be getting, that to help us. They use it. I don't know what they did with it amongst themselves, but I do know that the policies that they had that was in place that was supposed to help us, it, it didn't work out. I've seen people downtown LA, man, have their stuff illegally taken by the cops, and no receipts given, nothing. That's all they had. ID, everything, clothes, everything they had on their backs was gone overnight. And it's like it's stressful at times, but I think the world will understand.
How did that revolving door make you feel psychologically?
You know what? I'm gonna put it like this. Seems like sometimes I barely even have a soul anymore because being homeless, what it does is it dehumanizes you. You're always on alert. I try to get sleep at sometimes at night. I can't. I went 5, 6 nights without even sleeping because of the depression that's associated with this. Also, I've got an alcohol addiction now. Because sometimes it gets so cold out there, you need a drink of alcohol to stay to sleep. And it seems like the more and more you drink, the more when you drink, you need more to drink. So it's like I got to tell the judge that if I get a chance. Psychologically, it's damaging me. It's really harsh, man. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen any of your friends experience the same stress?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. No, with no doubt, no question. There's so much depression down here. Um, the slum building that I was in, on the same floor that I was in, over 3 people had committed suicide in that building. It's uninhabitable. I used to live at the Renato Hotel on San Julian Street, and it's just, I mean, the building isn't that old, and that's the shame. The building isn't that old, but already it's a slum. There's mold in the walls. The perpetrators walking through the hallways. Anybody can get in the building. You come down the stairs and you people see people using drugs, slamming needles, smoking meth, having sex, doing whatever they want to. Man, there's no security whatsoever. This is, you know what? This really is a third world country. Skid Row, downtown LA. This really is a third world country.
And it sounds like you're obviously asking for help. I mean, you're showing up, and it seems like you're being ignored for the help. Is that about right? You're trying to get help.
That's I mean, when I finally figured it out, and when a friend of mine told me, come to court with me, you're going to see some things. You're going to hear some things. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what this was all about. It's mind blowing and it's shocking, but now I understand, and the more I come, the more I understand. It was never meant to help people. It was always meant to be like this. They never. It's like I said, it's a revolving door. You know, I don't understand. $239 billion. Where did it go? Over the last 35 years. This was an illegal racket. That's what the judge need to do. He need to put this under the RICO Act. Racketeering, influence, corrupt organization, because that's what it is. It can't be anything else. If you're gonna go after the mob, you might as well go after these guys too, because they just a higher educated mob.
Did you ever find that any of the staff at these shelters would pick fights sometimes or have altercations with
I've seen it. I've said staff members have even run off with rent checks. You know, staff members have been caught using drugs in their offices. Staff members have been caught bringing prostitutes in the building. Staff members have been caught bringing drug dealers in the building. It's like being on a different planet. How you doing?
that? That seems to me what you're describing is the people that are supposed to be helping you.
Well, a
Um,
lot of them that get out are already ex-cons and drug addicts. So when they get the opportunity, that's what they do. They go back to their old ways,
right.
and they're employed by LASA, the same people. So it's just a network of crooks, man.
How did you find out about the lawsuit happening today?
My friend Rick, Mr. Westco, that's how I found out about it. Um, we sleep on the same corner together. We've been down here for years together. You know what I'm saying? He's watching my back, I was watch his. So that's how I found out about it.
friends feel about what's going on?
We don't feel anymore. Like I said, being homeless, it desensitizes. I'm damaged, man. I probably won't. This probably it for me. You know, I probably won't be in a normal relationship. I don't love anything else in this world besides my daughter, but that's because that's unconditional.
Do you think you would have had a better outcome if the behavior of the city wasn't what it is with these programs?
Absolutely. I mean, come on, that's who they gave the money to, right?
Do you think it makes any sense to see so many homeless people despite all the money being used?
Excuse me, repeat that.
Do you think it makes sense to see so many homeless keep increasing year over year, yet all this money keeps going down those same programs?
That's the part nobody understands. Oh, believe me, they know where the money went. You know, they can't answer the question because if they answer the question, then everybody else is going to know that this whole thing has been a fraud. That's why nobody answers questions in there.
Whenever you tried reaching out to any of the staff at the shelters, would they give you any straight answers?
There was never a straight answer. There was never a straight answer. It's the same thing like going on in this courtroom right now. It was never a straight answer. You know,
Do you ever see any of your friends ever get any straight answers from them?
no, no.
What responsibility do you think the city has to its people to take care of them and their well-being? Do you think that's a responsibility they have?
If you getting money for it, you damn right.
Do you think it's right to use tax dollars to line your own pockets?
Absolutely not, man. Come on. But that's what they do. And they've been doing it for over 35 years, according to Judge Carter. So,
If you had to summarize overall, really what this case is about, what would you say?
it's about getting justice for the people that's been getting fucked over.
And who are those people?
The homeless people of Skid Row. All throughout Los Angeles. You go all over the city, you see the same thing, man. Take a trip down here. Come see it for yourself. Spend 2 or 3 days down here.
What are your thoughts on Judge Carter?
Saint, angel.
And lastly, do you think the city is shaking in its boots right now with all the questions they're getting asked?
They should be. Somebody's going to prison. Like I said, this should be. It should. They should have implement the RICO Act, man, because that's what it is. You know, what else is it? It's highly educated assholes who were supposed to be doing their job, could have done their job, but refused not to. Ain't greed something?
How much do you think the lawyers defending the city are getting paid, if you had to take a guess? Don't be shy. Just go for it. Just go for it.
It's very substantial, or they wouldn't even be here. You know, because why would a lawyer take a case he know he can't win?
Where do you think that money paying those lawyers is coming from?
You, me, the struggling mothers out there, you know, the struggling fathers out there, you know, that's where it's coming from. Hell, they even taxing the people of Skid Row, and they ain't got nothing. Look at the price. Go down there and see the prices in some of those stores. Tell me what you think. And a lot of, most of what those people get is EBT, $221 a month, maybe $300 in food stamp. But go down there and check out some of the prices.
Any other words before we give it to you? Do you want to go on? You don't mind? Any other? This won't be the last time. Any other?
The last time for what?
The last time we were interviewing.
All right, man.
You want to get off your chest on this program?
Do anything I want to get off my chest?
About the program, your thoughts on the program?
What programs?
No,
I mean,
I'd say program.
I done already told you what I thought about that, man. They don't. What can I tell you? If I had something to give you, I'd give it to you. But I don't because they don't have anything to give to you.
Right. That's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it. Appreciate you, man.
No problem.
You have anything to say? Did you want to be on camera or no?
And we can be on. You can put it on the camera. It's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
you can step in the front, whatever. Don't worry about the mic. They'll only hear your voice. So you're good. So, where are we right now?
First of all, my name is William Mays.
Hey, William.
How you doing? We're in court right now, and my concern in court right now is they're talking about how they're housing us as homeless people. You know what I'm saying? State bought a lot of apartment complexes and a lot of hotels and motels, which they say are permanent housing, which they're not because the particular one is the Mayfair, which I stayed in, which one of the councilwomen was examining the witness and asked him about the Mayfair. So if anybody know about how the Mayfair run, I do. I spent a whole year. You're not allowed to have no, no drug, say no drugs, period. Not even marijuana, and it's legal to have. You know what I'm saying? For a medicinal purpose. Like, yeah, I'm stressed out, I gotta smoke me one. But you can't smoke inside the building. You know what I'm saying? You got a curfew that strikes me odd. Um, you're not, I mean, only way that you would get privileges if you're working. So I got me a job so that I wouldn't have to go through so much red tape with this program. But they and then another thing about the program, they have donations that come in with clothes, new clothes, shoes, outfits for people. I see them come in every day before I go to work. They'll take everybody that works on the staff or whoever was running it, but they would take all the stuff and give us what they didn't want. You know what I'm saying? So we got the scraps of what they didn't want, and everybody didn't get something.
You mean people from the city
People
came in?
know somebody, I don't know what entity donated these clothes, shoes, or whatever, food or whatever, but they take off the top, the good stuff, take it to their car and take it to their people. You know what I'm saying? I'm only speak from what I see visually. You know what I'm saying? I can't record it. You know what I'm saying? I know what my eyes see. But to make long story short, after that year of being there, they finally give me, I go sign my housing voucher in 22. I think it was 04, no, it was 12, uh, 14, 22 when I signed my voucher out in Alhambra. A whole different, it's not even, look, whole different county. I live here, but they had me go sign my voucher way out there. So if I had any reactions with housing, I had to come out of my pocket for transportation to get there. And I have carpal tunnel now in both hands, sciatic nerves running from my ankles to the nape of my spine on the back of my neck. You know what I'm saying? They put me in the housing. They told me, well, your vouchers expires 03 14 23. I said, when does a voucher expire? But on top of all that, the icing on the cake is I never received a physical voucher. Nor in my resident have I received a receipt for the payment of the rent.
How did they count it then?
I don't know. I'm clueless. And I'm going to tell you, I got mental issues. You know what I'm saying? That'll set me off. Stuff like that would set me off. But the judge need to hear how this housing system, this corrupted housing system, mess with people like my mom. I don't I don't use drugs at all. Anti-drugs. Don't like them. Don't like people that use them.
Did any of the staff ever take the time, sit with you and ask
No,
how you got to be in this
no,
situation?
no,
So
no,
nobody ever
no,
asked.
no. They'll threaten to put you out if you challenge what they say.
You mean
The staff.
kick you out, the staff?
Yeah, yeah, it's about kicking you out. How you gonna kick me out of something because we got a disagreement? That's why I'm in the situation now with my property owner because of the words I used to her. I ain't put no hands on her, but when she reported it to my case manager, my Section 8 case manager, it was like I verbally and physically abused her, which did not happen. So where's the police report? I'm gonna leave her name unsaid right now at this time. But where's the police report? Why I'm not locked up if I did something to you?
Were you? Did they detain you at all?
No, no, police never was called. It's some lies she told my uh, Section 8 worker. It's a lie.
Do you think your friends experienced the same
Well,
runaround?
everybody that got like going back to the voucher, everybody that got a voucher got a physical voucher other than myself. And we all got our vouchers around the same time. We all got our housing around the same time. In in 22, we was all permanently housed. I was living in Baldwin Hills, which is known as the Jungles, behind the Crenshaw Mall. Baldwin Mall, right behind them. That's where my unit was located.
They're they're claiming they give services. What sort of services, if any, did you see?
Uh, their service is full of hoes. It's full of bull s. You know what I'm saying? Let me put it that way. It's full of bull. Got hoes all in it. You know what I'm saying? Because they do not answer a phone call. If you're trying to talk to your worker from LASA, People Concerned, HYC, all these entities, they don't even, they act like your phone call is not important at all. They got a message that's outdated on most of their voicemail, but they never answer back. They don't answer emails or none of that. So how frustrating can that be to a person like myself? And I'm going through something. I'm forced to be on the street. As we speak, my landlord, she's in trouble for illegally locking me out that unit. Yes, I'm one of them faces that be illegally locked out.
That sounds like a common story, actually. We heard a similar thing.
And that's what happens when you got slumlords. But I'm not going to say anything else, but I just wanted to make the world aware of that, yeah, we have a lot of people like myself going through this nonsense.
Do you think you would have had a better outcome if these programs were actually used how they were supposed to be used?
I think if they evaluate people for the funds in which they give people, if not, find an entity to help them use that funds, you know what I'm saying, a conservatory, a conservative, you know what I'm saying, to help them manage their funds. That's what they need to do. If those don't know how to manage their money. I know how to manage mine. I was in that apartment for 2 years while this whole case was going on. Because it was ordered by Judge Carter once again. I'm done.
How did you hear about the case? Through a friend?
I heard this through a mutual friend, like you say, uh, Rick, Mr. West Coast. You know what I'm saying? I heard it through him. But matter of fact, on Winston Street is where I was housed from. Winston and San Pedro. I ain't gonna go into the details of that.
No, no need.
I'll say that for the court. But thank you for allowing me a chance to say something.
Yeah, last question. Do you think the city has a responsibility to take care of the people that it's supposed to be taking care of?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have nothing else to say, but absolutely.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I mean, I can't say this before I really close. Mayor Bash should have kept her word. You know what I'm saying? and help people, because people like myself hurt. And when we see somebody that smiles in the camera, you know what I'm saying, and lying to the people, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this, Karen Bass, God see it all. You know what I'm saying? He sees it all. And you gonna get yours for what you have done. Your bad juju is coming, Miss Bass.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
If you want to use it, you can use it. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Because
it.
I stand on my word.
Appreciate it.
Because I asked her when she was up in here. You know what I'm saying? I should have told her. Oh yeah, Karen Bass. I remember you was in court on March 27th. I hope I'm correct. March 27th, you made an appearance. But upon your exit, I was the guy that was in that green poncho behind you, and you said, how was I doing? I told you I was hungry, homeless, and I asked you, would you buy me lunch? That hurts for me to say that. Hear you in courtroom saying that you would talk to the homeless, help the homeless, and I approached you personally in real life, and you told me you didn't say nothing. I'm gonna tell you what you did, and I'm gonna spin off the mic, and that I'm done.
Appreciate it.
You didn't say nothing to me. That hurt.